All right. So the infantry's going to take the field again. And as I started to say earlier, there's a lot of Hollywood movies that I think have done everything they can to make the British soldier look stupid. But you have to understand that the weapon that they're firing is what hampers them. If they had machine guns back then, they wouldn't stand like this. So, the machine gun that they're handling is the machine gun of the day is the weapon in their hand. It's the fastest firing weapon available. You can fire this thing about 4 times a minute. Now that doesn't seem like it's all that fast, but when you compare it to a rifle of the time period, a rifle you can fire the first round in 30 seconds, and because the black powder fouling fills up the barrel with each shot that you fire, by the time you finish firing, or by the time you fire 10 rounds, it's now going to take you 2 minutes to load and fire that weapon again. And although you can still say that you have the advantage because you can still hit somebody 300 yards away, good for you. Because I can run 300 yards in less than 2 minutes and poke in the eye with my finger. So, a highly accurate weapon is not something that's necessary. So instead, you use the weapon that's available and you use it to the best effect. Now you're right, when you're dressed like what they are now, shoulder to shoulder, it makes for an awfully convenient target for anyone on the other side. But keep in mind, anyone on the other side is handling a weapon with just the same capabilities. So, one of the ways to make you less of a target is to open up your ranks or open up your files. So that's what they're going to do now. They're going to take an open order. That's extending to the left. 3 paces. Some of the other people on the battlefield, you've got these gentlemen here with the long sticks. These are sergeants, and the sergeants are carrying sergeants' pikes. The sergeants' pikes are good at encouraging the soldiers to go in the direction they're supposed to go. So they're going to load up their weapons, and as you can see, they've opened up the files, so if you're firing a cannon at them or something like that, there's less humans to hit. The more the musket ball and the cannonball are going to fly in between the files, not necessarily into the flesh. And by taking a kneeling position, they present less of a target to the opposition. Now, they're going to try and keep a rolling fire going. Now, you will notice not every musket operates. Well, this is just a happenstance with the weapon. The weapon had a 30% misfire rate. So for the 10 times you try and make it go bang, it's only going to go bang about 7 times. Hence the reason for putting everybody together in a big group. So if yours doesn't go off, hopefully other people will. So they will already, if they get there, oh, sure you can apply for that. Oh, this will be good. This will be a big, big volley. This will be everybody firing at the same time. Now, if it sounds like one gun going off, that is the perfect volley. And that is actually something that we're all going to try and attain tomorrow with that competition. Now, take a look at the fog of war. Take a look at the smoke. This smoke on a battlefield will change the way you view the battlefield. Right now, people often think that the red coat with the shoot me here cross belts is not a good idea. But when you're on a battlefield and it starts to fill up with the fog of war, with thousands of people on battlefields, it does that. It gets so smoky it's difficult to tell the difference between the good guys and the bad guys. So, if you want to take ground, the best thing to do is shoot at them. That keeps their heads down, and by the time they look up again, you're 10 paces closer. The rear rank goes through the loading procedure, while the front rank out in front right now is standing fast, ready to fire if they have to. Then, When the rear rank is ready to go, or which is now the front rank, these guys spring up and they go. The bugler in the back is there to make sure that if the human voice is not heard, they can hear the horn itself. That horn can be heard at about 1.5 miles away. And the bugler, along with a drummer and or a fifer, would also be out on the field making sure that, again, the human voice, if it fails, at least the fife, strums, and bugles can be heard. And notice that the bugler or the musician is out behind the group. In many of the movies, they like to put the fifers and drummers out in front of the lines of battle. Nobody's that stupid. So then again, now they regroup. The rear rank goes through its loading procedure. The front rank that just stepped in front of them is already loaded. So if somebody does press them, the front rank can give fire. So what you're trying to do is make sure that the entire group's not unloaded at the same time. By the way, my name is Pete. If you have any questions, you can ask me. That's pretty good.